Joining us is Thabiso Ndebele, the Executive Manager at Road Traffic Management Corporation. Thabiso, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Certainly good news for users, especially those that are looking to renew their licenses swiftly. How is this going to help with the backlog of these renewals?
So good morning to you, Kay, and your viewers, and Happy New Year. It is the 6th of Jan. So yes, I think this has been an ongoing development from our side to actually bring online services to the public. So yes, you can, there's two. You can obviously book your spot to renew your driving license card. If you go to online.natus.gov.za, and you can also renew your motor vehicle license, which is something that has taken off quite remarkably over the last few months since its launch in February 2020. So this is, of course, aiding the South Africans to avoid the queues, to actually cut the fuel costs of actually having to go to the registration authority to do so. So that's how we are bringing these services to the betterment of the services.
So how user-friendly is the site?
Right. I think it's very easy. The first part, of course, is you've got to register like any other online account. You put in a username, you put in your password. Of course, you've got to make it a bit complex with some special characteristics. After that, you will get an email to say, right, this has been registered, and you go back to log in. And then you're going to have a suite of services that are available to you. And as I said, the most famous one, of course, is the motor vehicle license renewal. That easy.
And the costs that would come with these, just take us through some of them. Right.
So in terms of renewing for your driving license, of course, you are booking a slot. That is for free. You would pay the applicable fees in terms of when you do your eye verification, your fingerprint verification. I think in Gauteng it's about 228. In terms of the motor vehicle license, remember that these are slightly different from province to province. So the applicable fee would be charged, and there would be a 72 rand as a transaction fee, irrespective of whichever province that you actually reside in or the car is registered in. And then there'd be admin fee. Now, one thing that is slightly different with the RTMC one is that we've got a 99 rand delivery fee for your motor vehicle licenses. And at this stage, you can even renew, if you have a fleet of cars, you can even put or renew 20 discs and get them delivered for 99 rand. So that is the service, and those are the costs associated with the service.
And obviously, Thabiso, this is going to be online, meaning the payments would also be done online. Can you speak to us possibly about the safety of the transactions that people would be making, especially in a time where some people may not be so comfortable with making online payments?
For sure. We have taken that into account, and we found ourselves strategic partners. So as soon as you have seen the vehicles that you want to renew, and by the way, you can renew 2 months in advance, meaning that if there's a car that is due at the end of March, you can actually do it today. After you have selected the vehicles that are due for renewal and you choose to do so, you'll then go to the payment gateway. That is mandated by our strategic partner, which is FNB, of which then your details will be secured as you make that payment. And after that, you will then be referred to, or the delivery of the motor vehicle license disc will be done by our another strategic partner, who is Skynet. So from a safety perspective, one, we've got FNB covering us from that side. And the second one is we've got Skynet ensuring that the delivery of the disc is actually done within 3 business days.
You speak of the partners that you currently are with. Are there any other partners that you've teamed up with in ensuring that this process runs smoothly?
Currently, the RTMC as the stakeholder responsible for the upkeep of the NATUS is responsible for the development and the maintenance. So all the transactions are covered by that. In terms of the services which we are not specialists, like you said, the payment gateway, we've got FNB, and in terms of the delivery, it is Skynet. In the future, there might be more partners we would like to bring on board, but I think that's still at the negotiation stage.
So once one has then registered and made the payments, what's the turnaround time with regards to then getting your license discs?
We commit to 3 to 5 business days in terms of you getting your disc. We have had some great stories of which people have got their disc within 24 hours. I'm a case example where I did my payment Monday night, and on Wednesday morning, midday, I got my discs for the vehicles. We commit to actually delivering within 3 to 5 working days. Oh yeah, I think 94% so far of the discs have been delivered within 3 business days.
And we do know that sometimes due to load shedding, there could be systems that go offline. Do you then make some space for times in terms of delivery when systems could possibly go offline?
All right. So maybe that's the beauty of the whole system, right? Our data centers, of course, there is electricity backup, so there isn't any problem with regards to being affected by load shedding. Of course, from my side, I need to have a laptop, cell phone with an internet connection. So any Eskom load shedding schedule may affect me, not the system per se. So even if you have load shedding, say between 8 and 10 or 8 and 10, after that you should be able to do your transaction as long as you've got good connection via your PC or via your cell phone. So from our side, we are secured from that perspective.
All right, Thabiso Ndebele, Executive Manager at RTMC, thank you so much. This certainly is good news for motorists.